When I was a teenager in church, one of the teens in our church got pregnant, and I never saw her again. My name is Julie Crawford. I am the children's pastor at Bramalea Church in Brampton. I have been in pastor of children's ministry for 18 plus years. God has been so faithful. I have seen his hand in every single area of ministry. When I was a teenager in church, one of the teens in our church got pregnant. Family moved away and kind of kept it a secret, and there was a lot of shame there. Fast forwarding, how many years later, there was a girl in this church that became pregnant. And the church supported her. The church rallied around her. And it was such an incredible opportunity for us to show the love of Christ to this young lady. Because during her pregnancy, they discovered that the baby had a lot of problems. Doctors from Sick Kids were encouraging her to have an abortion. She was adamant that she was not going to abort. This was God's child, and she didn't want to do that. One of the girls in our church prayed that the next time she would go for the ultrasound, the baby would be sucking his thumb. And she went for the ultrasound, and guess what? He was sucking his thumb, and it was so awesome to see. And that baby is now 8 years old. He is awesome. He comes up front on Wednesday nights and he sings with the kids and he's doing all the actions. And I just think that back to when I was a teenager and seeing that family move away because of shame. And I saw our church family here surrounding a young lady who needed Jesus. And in that moment, in that time, our church family was Jesus to her. And that was such an incredible polar opposites. And that's what the church is supposed to be. The church is supposed to be imperfect people who come around and support and love. My grace is sufficient for all you need, because my power works best in weakness. So now I am glad to boast about my weakness so that the power of Christ can work through me. God doesn't always call the equipped, but he always equips the called. And I have felt that because in so many ways, I feel so unequipped for this. But God has been so incredibly faithful. It's Christ's filling in our life. I always tell my leaders, we want to ooze Jesus over all of these kids, all of these families that come. And I am so incredibly weak. But he is so incredibly strong, and his goodness and faithfulness for the 18 plus years has been amazing. So I stay tight with him. I have an incredible team around me who loves Jesus and loves me, puts up with me, prays for me. And I have an incredible family who supports me. And I just think that that's really, really important in ministry. Not that you're doing ministry alone. Yes, you're staying tight with Jesus, but you have people around you who care for you, love for you, and pray for you.